A very warm welcome. Yes, this is the One Day Special. It's the second live hour that we've got tonight. We've got new hours for your One Day Special. Tomorrow morning, live at 8 AM, 12 PM and 4 PM is your final call. And if we ever have a double launch, we will launch at 5 o'clock. But this has been a 1 hour launch at 6 o'clock tonight, and this is your second live hour. IndigoBlu, Kay from IndigoBlu, such a talented lady and such a wonderful business as well, making the stamps here in the UK, top quality as well. But it's all about mixed media, so we've got a really nice kit for you to start your mixed media journey, or to extend it if you're already on it. 30% of the stock has already gone, and that's after 1 live hour. So what we've got here are some acrylic paints. These are your artist metallic acrylic paints. Now these will go a long way, packed full of colour. Metallic paints will go on metal, it will go on wood, it will go on chipboard, it will go on fabric as well. So if you want to make different items around your home, you could make some tote bags, you could jazz up your shoes, for example, make an apron. You can use these on your fabrics. You can also use them with your card making as well. Now, with the paint colours, where have I put the swatch? I've put it down somewhere. I'll find that in a moment's time. I always put it down and then I can never find it again. It's here somewhere. Along with the paints, you also get some mixed media papers as well. So you get a whole different array of papers in here. You've got your craft card, which is great for using with your embossing powders or your Posca pens to really bring out the detail. You've got some rice paper in there as well, so you can use that for your mixed media projects. You've got your super smooth stamping card, so if you want to stamp onto card and get absolutely perfect results each and every time, you've got your super smooth card to set you off. And then you've got some handmade paper as well. And your handmade paper is in concertina form. So there you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sides in your concertina, but you can of course tear into those and separate them. You get that times 2. It is a great deal, it really is. 317042 is your item number. We've also got some stamps available for you coming up in the show, and that's what some of these featured on, some of your samples will feature. This is a stamp that we also have on the show, but this is also featuring the colours and the metallic paints that we've got available for you. I've just seen the swatch, I've moved it over there, so I'll go and grab it in a moment. Again, using the different colours there to really bring out the detail, bring up here. The paints will work on wood. Let me turn that the right way for you. There you go. It'll work on wood, on your fabric, so lots of different designs for you to make and create with your paints. And even if you're just using a little bit of the paint, like on this particular sample here, then it really does highlight. Now I wonder if we can open this up, because it's always like an adventure, isn't it? Maybe, can I open this up? No, I'm gonna keep that closed for now. I'll try and open it up later. But you've got the lovely metallic paints on there, which is marvellous. Now just stay where you are having a look at the One Day Special. I'm just going to lean out and grab that swatch board for you for the paints. There you go, I left it over there. So these are the colours that you're getting. You're getting Kingfisher, Sleeping Beauty, Emerald City, Ruby Slippers, Raven Black and Vodka Martini. Bit of a theme going on there, isn't there, with the Emerald City, the Ruby Slippers, Sleeping Beauty. I wonder if Sleeping Beauty had Vodka Martini. No. Right, 317043 is your item number. £28. You're saving £8 on your deal. This is a deal for 24 hours, but a third of the stock has already gone. So if you want yours, pop it into your basket and do check on out. 317043. And as an introduction to your One Day Special, and to tell you all about the items we've got in here, here's our lovely Kay.
Hi everybody, lovely to see you all. I'm sorry we're not in the studio with you, but the team at Hochanda are doing a fantastic job. So I just wanted to share with you our ODS for today. Now I'm really excited about this because this is all to do with you, because you guys wanted us to do these lovely little pots of paint, okay, because you love them so much. You wanted more colours, but less in them because they last far too long. Some of you apparently have had them going for years. So here we go. We've done one set which was really, really popular. So we've done what you've asked, and we've brought together 6 new pots for you. So these are metallic. So these are absolutely delicious. Loads and loads of beautiful pigment, and you get that lovely metallic sheen with it as well. We've got Emerald City, we have Ruby Slippers, which is a lovely red, we've got the beautiful blue, which is Sleeping Beauty, we have the Vodka Martini, which is the silver, we've got my favourite, which is Kingfisher Blue, which is a lovely teal colour, and the all-time favourite Raven Black, which is great for mixing, which I will show you later on in the show. Okay, so we've got those, and I've got a chart for you. Excuse me while I get these. So here we go with this lovely chart. So you can see they actually have good coverage, so even on the black they cover really well, and hopefully you can see that gorgeous sheen with them. As with all of our stamps, as with all of our paints, these will go onto fabric, so they're a true fabric paint. So fabric, canvas, wood, metal, plastic, they're good to go for all of them, but they are true fabric paint as well, which is fantastic. And not only that, I've given you a fantastic kit of all of my favourite papers to play with. So to start with, you've got 2 of our famous paint mats, which you use the shiny side to put your paint on and to mix it, and then you just wash it cold water, scrape it off, and it's good to go for the next time. So that's brilliant. We also have 2 of my favourite Concertina Journals, which are handmade with cotton rag in India, so again a huge favourite. So that's back in stock after being out of stock for a while. So you get 2 of those. You also get some media craft card, just a couple of sheets of craft card as well. You get 5 sheets of this huge favourite, which is our rice paper. Look at that. I'll have to stand back, it's so big. So A3, you get 5 sheets of those. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of our famous super smooth stamping cards. So if you want crisp, beautiful images, this is the one to go for. So you've got a lovely bundle of papers there to play with, and your beautiful metallic paints, all for a fantastic price. So snap them up quick, because I know that they're not going to last long. So thank you so much for joining in, and catch me later in the show with some demonstrations.
Yes, we've got some demonstrations coming up from the lovely Kay as well, with your one-day special that's available for you. Have you checked out your baskets yet? It might be an idea to do so right now. You can give us a call, or you can go shop online at hochanda.com. And when you are online, you can see other items available to you as well from IndigoBlu. So your 6 metallic paints, you've got your speciality mixed media paper packs as well for £28, saving £8. Which is a great deal. It really is. We do have some more items available for you on the show. We've got some stamps on a pick and mix. We'll have a look at those. And you can shop ahead on the website, so you can see all the items we've got available for you. But we've got some more paints now. And these are translucent paints. And these are your acrylic paints again. As you can see here, the colours that you're getting: your Welsh Slate, your Tiger Lily, your Red Hot Chili, your Lime Marmalade, your Bluebell, and your Purple Rain. £18.99, 093930 is your item number. You'll see them on this sample directly behind. And if you like the look of this sample, that stamp and the background stamp is available coming up next in a pick and mix. They look amazing, don't they? They really do. So there's your translucent paints. Pop them into your basket, £18.99. Right, I did promise pick and mix stamps. We do have pick and mix stamps for you. Let's head down. Now, let me just tell you, we've got 3 here that you can get together at a great price. And these 3 have some wonderful images on there. Those Edwardian style faces, Victorian faces. Look at that tash on him. and the other one. Right, so what we've got here are 3 stamps. I'm going to turn them around so you can see. On each stamp, more of a stamp set really, more of a stamp set that you are getting. And you've also got some little sentiments as well. So you've got, sometimes I just feel discombobulated, don't we all? You've got old fossil, and you've got there, you may be prehistoric, but at least you're not extinct. And then this one here with the lizard, you've got wonderful and weird. You just want me for my good looks and gorgeous body. Don't know why I was taking my time reading that. I've not got my glasses on. I'll read it again. You just want me for my good looks and my gorgeous body. Wonderful and weird. That's me. That's me. A great set of 3 stamps, £25.97 pence. And you can get all 3 stamps. I don't know what's wrong. All 3 stamps. And you can also get a pick and mix. And they're included in the pick and mix. So you pick a mix out of any of the stamps. They're made of red rubber. They're mounted on your grey cling mount. And they're a brilliant size as well for building and creating your backgrounds. And the great thing about red rubber, let me just take that off. You can use these on your stamping platforms. You can use these on your acrylic blocks, or you could just use them as they are. So maybe you just want to use that part of the stamp, you can do, or you can just use them without a platform, which is brilliant. So pick a mix, £30.97, and you get to choose any, let me pop that, got to get that the right way round, and you can choose any 3. Any 3. Right, what 3 will I take? What 3? Oh, that goes the other way, Janice. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. What 3? Well, I'd go for this one. This is my favourite. I do like that one. Now, that one is called... If I just, can I pick this up and have a look at it again? Sorry. This is called Circle Dot Background. I'd go for that one. I would go for the circle dot background if it was me. I like the periodic table. You get the 2 stamps in there. I'd go for those 2 because you've got a really nice modern style and you've got the grungy style. And then I'd have one more. I've been going for this one. I like this one, discombobulated. Those would be my 3 if I was going for 3. You can choose your own 3. You can go for my 3 if you want to and go on my recommendations, but it's entirely up to you. You can choose any 3. £30.97, saving £5. Right, our lovely Kay's at home at the moment, but she's here with us live on Skype. Hello, Kay.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
How are you?
Really good, thank you. Thanks so much, Janice. You're doing a great job there.
Oh, thank you, Kay. Well, it's always lovely to be with you when we've got demonstrations, but it's fabulous to be with your products as well. So we do appreciate you getting them to us here at Hochanda. With the mixed media in the one-day special, you've got a variety of papers, haven't you, Kay?
We have, they're fantastic. They're a selection of some of my favourites, actually. So, as you quite rightly pointed out, we've got 2 of the handmade in the Dia paper, which are
Oh, she froze. Okay. We tried. Maybe we'll get back on the phone. It's very difficult with the gremlins in the machine. Don't be alarmed by the cry in the background there with Kay just before she froze. I'm sure it was just some frivolity going on in the background. But anyway, we'll try and get Kay back a little later on. But yes, some of her favourite papers in that one-day special for your mixed media projects. So head on into your basket and do check it out. But we're looking at the details at the moment for your stamps. Pick a mix, any 3 A6 stamps, 451453. Right, we've got some elements for you now, some steampunk elements, love these. This is how they'll arrive to you, so very, very nice and flat pack, which is great. And then all you have to do is pop them out. So you just get them here and you pop them out. That's it, that's all you have to do. And there'll be elements in there that you still, if you've got like a little pokey tool, you can poke those out that you'll see that they'll produce the spokes. There you go, really easy. Just to pop out. I don't need it, even need a pokey tool. I'm just doing this. There you go. Just move those to one side. So you pop them out and then you can use them. You can paint them. You can even paint them with some of the paints you're getting with the one day special. And then you're left with the inlet. So you could use that maybe for a project. So you've got lots to think about, lots to think about. Let's just pop that back in there for everyone coming back tomorrow. There you go. Let's show you what you're getting. Look at this. That almost looks like a medal on the side, doesn't it? And there are all my medals. Little bit? Just a little bit. Maybe they're all my crafting medals. So I've got my cogs for use of glitter. I've got my nuts and my bolts for use of glue. I've got my wings for the use of paint. And I've got my propeller for my soft crafting. So this could be my breast of medals, but it's not a breast of medals at all. Just steampunk elements, £9.99, 637 050. Brilliant. Now, we've got some stencils for you, but I do need to tell you, you're getting a fourth stencil. It's the circle dots. It matches, from the pick and mix. Well, grab the stamp because it matches the stamp. You know my favourite stamp? You're getting a stencil version of this. So that's going to be a really nice surprise for all those people I told you were getting 3 for earlier on. So that is, I do like that. Now we're talking. £13.99. And what's nice as well is that you can pop those together and you can use them on a key ring. So you're getting 4 stencils in total. There's 3 there, and the fourth one is going to look like that. But that's a stamp. 478159. That is an excellent deal. £13.99. Oh, I really want that. Right, we've got another demonstration coming up now from our lovely Kay. Take a look.
Hello, so for our first demo I'm going to show you some nice little techniques, and we're going to be using quite a few of the products on the show today, and also this lovely stamp, Old Fossil, love that. So first of all I'm going to get a piece of the card out of your ODS pack, and I'm just going to use some of my Slap-It-On mat. So this is on the website. Lots of you will already have this, which is fantastic, and I'm putting plenty on, and I'm just going to stick down an old piece of text paper. This is an old dictionary that I've had, and so I'm just going to pop that down here. So I'll put it on the surface, I also put it on the paper, and then I go over the top and put it on the top. And this will give you a really good stick, and also you won't get any ridges or lumps and bumps because the flow rate is really cool and good on this. So let's bring the paper back in, let's lay this over the top, let's just slide that into position, that's good, and then flip it over, and then you're going to go over the top again. And that would just seal it all in as well, and it gives you a nice primed surface as well, just like putting gesso on. So this can act like a clear gesso as well. So just going to finish that off, and then I like to tear the edges off rather than cut them off. That corner doesn't want to stick down, so let's just put a little bit on there. There we go, that's good. Okay, so make sure, so that was the Slap-It-On mat, which is available on Hochanda's website. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ruler, preferably when it's dry, and I'm just going to tear around the edges so that you get a nice soft edge there. Okay, and I've got one here that I did a little bit earlier. Okay, so what I'm going to be using is a roller. You'll need a spatula, you'll need your paint mat that comes in the one day special, and I'm going to move this along so that you can see well. In fact, let's just move that completely out of the way there. And this time, I'm actually going to use...
we actually played that video in the 6 p.m. show, but we thought we'd share a little bit of that with you tonight. But what we've got is another demonstration from our lovely Kay. So the one you saw there was for the... Was that the discombobulated card? Ah, this one is for the discombobulated card. So sorry for the discombobulation.
Little blobs of your metallic paint from your ODS onto your paint mat, and I'm actually, you can use a brush or a sponge, but I'm just using, you know, my fingers just because you can. And I'm using some of the super smooth card that's in your one day special. This is superb for stamping onto. You're going to get a really lovely crisp image with it, but it also takes this acrylic paint really well. You don't want to be over wetting it because it doesn't like being wet, so your watercolour technique, you're better off with the watercolour cotton rag papers. Okay, so the next colour going on is the Kingfisher. Beautiful teal colour this, and the lovely thing about these paints is the pigment rich is just delicious, and you can see how they just mix and merge beautifully. They really do. Absolutely gorgeous. They're very creamy, very rich, so you only need a tiny bit. So these sample pots that you get in this kit is just perfect, because our customers were always asking for, you know, could we have smaller pots but more colours? Well, who wouldn't, you know? That's fantastic. So we're here to please. So off we went and got ourselves some nice little pots. So next thing, I'm going to put down some of the Sleeping Beauty. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that colour. It's really rich and sumptuous. And I'll just have a little bit over here. So you don't want to be too fussy over this. This is a great way of breaking a page. So if you've just taken up art journaling, or you've just decided to try a little bit of mixed media, it can sometimes be quite daunting when you see a white page in front of you. So the best way is just to colour it with paint and colour straight away, just so that you get rid of that white page. So best way is just, you know, use a brayer or use your fingers or a brush and just get some colour down on there, and I'm really liking that. I haven't got any more fingers left for a touch of red. Let's get a touch of red in there, shall we? And that will mix in and become nice and violet. Yeah, that's lovely. Loving that. So we've covered it all. I would normally do an A4 sheet. Just going to give my hands a wipe, just so that you've got a bigger masterboard to work with. And these masterboards are brilliant because, you know, you have them on your desk, and if you just want to do a little bit of crafting and you don't know where to start, you know, just get yourself a piece of your masterboard and away you go. Okay, so this is it dry. I'm now going to do a little bit of stenciling. So I've got these gorgeous stencils. Oh, what should we go for? Let's go for this. So all I'm going to do is just get a little stencil brush, and let's get some colour down on here. So I'm going to go with a bit of this vodka martini, which is the silver, and I'm going to go over a dark area so that you can see that coming through. Just a subtle bit of colour there. I'm also going to come in with a little bit of the Sleeping Beauty, which is this rich blue, absolutely gorgeous. So let's just have a look. Oh, yeah, that's really nice, really nice. And let's just get rid of the rest of the paint off there, and a little bit of the Kingfisher, which I think has got to be my favourite. That's looking great. Okay, Let me get a little bit more of this vodka martini. And it's okay that it's mixing in with all the other colours, that's fine. That's good. I'm just getting a nice bit of extra texture there. So let me come in with the circle dot, which is a bit fabulous. Just a tiny bit of paint on here, and this is the Emerald City. So in your one day special you have all these beautiful colours. You have vodka martini, which is the silver, Kingfisher blue, which is the teal, you have blue, which is the Sleeping Beauty, green, which is Emerald City, red, which is Ruby Slippers, and you've also got a Raven black. And I think that is going to look so cool. So this is the Raven black. Obviously you're getting the travel pots, and we're just going to add a little bit of this. Okay, yeah, I'm really liking that. So mixed media, the way I like to do it is building up layers and layers. So I'm just going to get a selection of background stamps. I think we'll use, oh, we might use all of these. 2 script there, lucky me. Okay, so I'm going to do some free stamping. Let me just make sure that that is blasted. So free stamping is not using a block, but just holding it in your hands, putting a little bit of colour onto your stamp, whatever colour you like, and then I'm only going to press small sections of the stamp. Can you see? Just holding it in a sort of bendy way and just pressing in different areas for just a touch, and it just is really so lovely to be able to do that, and you just build up textures all over. So this is the periodic table of elements. I really love this stamp. It's got all that lovely sort of broken up look to it, and it is true to form. Okay, so if you've got any scientists in the family, this is always perfect for them. So again, I'm just going to build up bits of texture here, there and everywhere, and just layering it on. That's good, that's nice, like that. Calculus, another favourite of mine. This actually came out of my grandfather's book. He had a tiny little notebook with his calculus in that I found when he passed, and I just thought this was beautiful that someone has gone to the trouble of actually writing all of this down by hand. It's just superb. So that's calculus. Okay, so that's that one. These are all available on your pick and mix. So I'm really liking that. So that's going to work really, really well. So just going to get rid of I use recycled paper. I recycle all my paper. So you'll see all sorts. I can't bear to throw it away when it's been through the printer. So I recycle all my paper. So that's why I've got a stack of it underneath. It makes it a lot easier for demonstrating. So I've got some of the embossing glaze on this. So this will just stick to anything that's still wet, and I'm hoping it's going to cover the whole thing. Okay, oops, let's get rid of the dog hairs. Don't fall. There we go. So that's our embossing glaze that comes with the Magic Sparkle. And I'll give that a blast. can see how that really brings out the metallic.
Some great colours used in that. What a great demonstration. I love the way that you can emboss that clear embossing powder over the front. It just changes everything, doesn't it? It's absolutely marvellous. This is your one-day special, 317043. You've got a collection of mixed media papers. You've got some super smooth card for your stamping. You've got that wonderful craft card in there. You've got your handmade paper. You've got your rice paper in there, as well as your fabulous acrylic metallic paints, and the colours you're getting there: Kingfisher, Sleeping Beauty, Emerald City, Ruby Slippers, Raven Black and Vodka Martini. And look at that on both the black and the white. They are spectacular. Now, stock-wise, a third of the stock has gone. A third of the stock has gone of your one-day special. So you too can make and create some fantastic items. Look at all the different colours in there. Real pop art style to it, isn't it? And if you want to go for some of the stamps we've got available on the Pick and Mix, you can make a sample like this with that fantastic metallic paint in the background. I love the way that sometimes you might want to pop together a journal page, or maybe you pull a page out of your journal and you want to make and create something with those backgrounds and build it up. Lovely layers and textures that you can start building on. And when you've got the paints as well, because they will work on fabric, on wood, on metal, on glass, you can use them for so much as well. So whatever you're using for, have fun with all the colours. That's your one-day special, saving £8. It's £28. Now, we have got Kay on the phone for you right now. Kay, are you there?
I am, yes, hello.
How are you? Sorry about the glitches with our connectivity. It's just the way it goes sometimes.
No, it's fine, it happens, doesn't it? So, no, great to be with you.
Now, we were chatting earlier about the papers that we've got in the one-day special. We've got the paints, metallic paints, but the papers, we've got a whole variety of mixture, and you love working with these, don't you, Kay?
I do, yes. So there's some of my favourites, so it's a great way to, instead of buying a full pack of stuff, you can just have a taster of some of my favourite ones, because obviously the rice papers have been ultra, just flying out the door every single time we've had them on. So if you haven't tried them, this is a chance to just have a go with them. We've got A3 sheets in these, so these are double A4 size, and there's 5 sheets of them to play with. So these are great for watercolouring on, for stamping on, and then sticking down onto your surfaces. They look fantastic. There's loads of techniques, and if you look back at some of the shows that we've done, you can see some of the VTs that have shown different techniques, so they're lovely to work with. As you quite rightly said, we've got 2 Concertina Journals there. Those are handmade in India, and those are the little square ones with 10 sides on them. And you've got 2 sets of those to make 2 fantastic journals. And they're a watercolour card, so they are going to take a lot of abuse. You can layer them, layer paints, you can wet them multiple times, and they'll just stay firm because they're a cotton rag. So they're more like a fabric than a paper. In fact, they've got no paper in them at all. It is purely made out of cotton fibres. So
wow.
Those are just brilliant to actually just layer up and splash paint around, and you can even sort of put them in the washing machine.
Amazing.
Them up. Yeah, they are amazing actually, and they've got a textured surface, so you're going to have nice texture to work with there. Then we've got the craft card as well. We've got a couple of pieces of that brown craft card. We've also got 5 sheets of my favourite ultra smooth stamping card. So this stamping card is for the perfect image. If you want to get a really nice image that's crisp and sharp, the stamping card is what you need. And it's especially good for dark images. You know, like your discombobulated gentleman that you like? Well,
yes.
He's got lots of dark areas on him. So if you use a VersaFine on there and stamp onto the stamping card, you're going to get the perfect sharp image.
It is spectacular.
Having said that, it doesn't like getting really, really wet. So it's not a watercolour card. It is great for inking. It's great for using your sponges on. It will take the metallic paint because our paint is quite thick, so don't add any water to it on this card. But on other cards, you can add loads of water to those metallic paints. And I think that's all we've got in the set of papers there. Is that right, Janice? Have you got anything else?
Yeah, I believe that's everything that's there, yeah. And it's a great kit to get because, like you say, Kay, you've got little piece of everything, and then you can decide which is your favourite, and then you can further your crafting and buy more. So it's an excellent way of just having a way of dipping your toe into the water of mixed media. So it is a fabulous deal. Now, Kay, how are you keeping yourself busy at home?
Oh yes, well we're more busy than ever because of course our staff are safely at home. We've got 1 or 2 working, doing a little bit from home. Our dye is just cutting out stamps at home for us, but everybody else is on furlough and staying safe. So it's just down to me and Alfie again. So like we did 10 years ago when we first started. So you know, I'm packing paint and putting labels on. Alfie's making the stamps. So we're very busy. So please be patient with us when we're sending out parcels because it's just the 2 of us. We have roped our daughters in to help for the few hours. So luckily they're back home. They are grown young women, but they are back home helping. So so that's good. Yeah. So the family's together, so we're all nice and safe, which is great. And our in-laws and grandparents are all good. So
good,
so that's
good. That is good to hear. And of course, people will take that into consideration, Kate. They really will. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show tonight, and thank you very much for sending in your demos as well, because they're brilliant to watch and gives us so much inspiration as well. Can't wait to see you again in person, and we're hoping that won't be too far away. So thank you again, Kay, and have a good couple of days.
Thank you so much, Janice. Take care, and love to everyone there. We really appreciate the Hochanda family, and we're missing you terribly, so hopefully we will be back there soon. But yeah, I'm sending you a virtual hug, Janice.
Oh, yeah, me too. All right, love you lots. Take care. Bye. Bye. Oh, it's so nice to talk to our guests. It really is. We do miss them. We really, really do. But we have to stay in the government guidelines. We're doing whatever we can to make sure our staff are safe and also our guests as well. So our guests aren't coming to the studio. They're sending in their parcels of their samples for us. We're sending them back to them, and they're sending in their VTs of their demonstrations. So it's just down to a small crew that we're working here at Hochanda, doing the best we can for you guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Right, we do have another demonstration coming up now with our case. Take a look and enjoy.
So, stamping platforms. I love these. Great for experienced stampers and also for beginners. So I'm going to be using our discombobulated gentleman. I don't know whether that's just a northern thing, just to say you're a bit discombobulated, but I love it anyway, and he's really gorgeous. Now, a tip with these stamps. When you use any stamps that have got a lot of, let me just show you, when they've got an awful lot of black in them, as this image does, whether it's rubber, acrylic, polymer, whatever, when it's got lots of black, you need to make sure that you're getting lots of ink on there. And it does make a huge difference, the type of ink and the type of paper you use. So you can see that it's got loads of shallow areas, which is all black. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put that in my, just put my hand in our paint, that's clever. I'm just laughing because look, I'm just covered, sorry guys. You know what it's like. Okay, so, bit of VersaFine. I love VersaFine. This is going to give you a really sharp image because it is a lovely oil-based ink. It's slow drying, but it gives you great results. Okay, so let me just put this in here and come over. And I use the heel of my hand rather than my fingers because you can just lean forward and just put your body on it, and it's going to give you a greater press than actually, you know, using your fingers. Okay, and then if it doesn't come out, you can go again, but that's come out perfectly, and that's because we've used the ultra smooth stamping card. So when you're doing black images, always remember super smooth stamping card. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I've actually taken a white pen and just gone over a couple of highlights for his moustache and round his glasses there. Okay, and I've just fussy cut him out. And then what I've done is I've just taken a black Sharpie and I've gone along the edges, and that takes away all that white edge of the card, and then you get a nice black edge to it, and you don't get that white shining through. I haven't done the base here because that's white anyway. Okay, so that gives you a nice finish. Right, so go back to our masterboard, just put him to one side for a moment. So what I've done is I've actually got my dies out on my punches, and I've actually punched lots and lots of circles. Okay, so I've had lots of fun doing that. I'm just going to have to wipe my hands again because I'm going to get this card out and I'm going to end up with a dirty card if I'm not careful. So just bear with for a second while I just clean my hands. I just put my hands in the paint, you see. Well, you know, I am messy. Come on, you know me. This is just the way I roll, alright? So, I've got myself a square card out of Super Smooth. And what I'm going to do is just decorate this down the edge here. So, to save me time, I've just put these onto sticky back. Alright, so with this being a card, people are always saying, how do you know where to start placing stuff? Well, this is square, so it's really, really easy. If you cut it into thirds, you could do it straight down the middle, you could do 1/3 or 2 diagonals. Just imagine it cut into thirds. Okay, and with this one I am actually sticking to just this third here, so it makes it a lot easier to work through. I think that's quite nice. These are lovely actually, and can you see that this works really, really well with flowers as well. I always tend to do a masterboard first and then I do cut my flowers out, and then that way you get a really lovely effect of your flowers being multicoloured. Totally gorgeous. Trying to cover that up too much, so I'm just going to see where that goes. Okay, he's going to go there. I've got some nice little ones here. So I've got all my old punches out. Can you believe that? These circles look great. So I'm just going down the edge there. Room for one more? Perhaps. Perhaps I can just slide that in there. Yeah, that's good. That'll do. Like that. Stays safe for another project. Okie doke, so let me just take a seat. Sorry about the noise. Just knocked my heat gun over. So I'm just going to use some black pens just to go around some of these edgings. Okay, so I'm just going to scribble around them. Now this one is a Posca, but I've also got just a normal everyday Uniball pen, but I'm sure you've got some really nice Kuretake ones in your stash or whatever. But whatever black pens, they're going to work, because of course the paint's dry, so you're not writing on top of the paint. Well, actually you are if I'm going to go around these. You can use white highlights if you wanted to. And you don't have to be neat, you know, just scribble round the edge is fine. Don't think it'll be seen down here because the guy's going to go there. And I love this gent. I think he's fabulous. Really, really lovely. And it doesn't have to be for a man's card, you know. So I'm going around the edges of here. And also, if you want to do some writing squiggles, Dina Wakely has a little class on this. She did it on Facebook the other week. And basically you write larger and messier than normal but squish it up so it's close together. So I won't be able to remember what it was because I won't be able to read it, but I've just written stay safe, stay home on here, and I'm just going to go around these edges here. I think we might have a little bit of faux stitching. So this, I would, you know, take your time over and just have fun with this. You know, nice little bit of doodling. Just make sure that's stuck down. But just giving a squiggle around just makes it a lot more, just makes it jump out a bit more. So what I'm going to do is just take the line across here. If you know me, you know I can't write a straight line, so I don't even bother trying, so I just make it even wigglier than normal. If you can hear her knocking at the door, that's my dog. Well, one of my dogs trying to come in. I've actually locked the door in my studio so he can't come in. There we go. And then I think just to finish off, let me just put that away. I'm just going to bring in my paints again. And I'm not going to waste these, I'm actually going to use these to make another masterboard. Now, a little tip for you, if you've got paint out like this, get yourself a small plastic tub, put some sponges in the bottom, you know, like a washing up sponge, put a couple of those in the bottom, piece of greaseproof paper over the top, wet the sponges first, and then put your paint on top of the greaseproof paper, and that will keep it wet for a bit longer. So I'm just going to water down my paint, and I'm just tapping gently so it doesn't go all over my face, which it normally would have done. Clean my brush, and then he's going to go here with just a few pads on. Okay, so I think I'll put him there. Get those out of the way. There we are. Lovely, thanks very much, and I'll be back in a minute with another demo.
And there it is. There's the card. That's the card that Kay made in that video. Now, I do need to tell you about the videos that Kay made. They're a little bit juttery, a little bit fuzzy, we do know that, and Kay wants to apologise for that. It's just the technology. Sometimes it just takes a while to get it right. So the demonstrations are fabulous, but the videos, Kay would just like to say she's really sorry, they are a little bit juddery and fuzzy, but everything is all right. We can still see what those demonstrations are, and that is the card that Kay put together. So with your one day special, you've got your different elements of cards, you've got your paint mats as well. I didn't say that last time. You've got your paint mats here, you get 2 of those, so you can paint away. You can also use these maybe to put your paints on, spritz some water onto, and then mop it up with some of your papers, and then they're very, very easy to clean. So you get 2 of those along with your acrylic metallic paints and your super smooth card, your handmade paper and your rice paper as well. Let's show you some samples of what you can make and create. This is really nice. This is using the metallic paints, as you can see here. Don't they make a difference? Don't they make a difference to your project? This is just using lollipop sticks, and there you go, with that blue in the background, the metallic. Can you see that shine on there? That again is the stamp from Discombobulated, and that's available on the Pick and Mix. Now, super smooth stamping cards, very important, of course, when you have detailed stamps like this one, to bring out all the detail, keeping it nice and crisp. If you want to make cards, the super smooth card is the best one to use because it really does show off those stamps very, very effectively. The handmade paper, well, you can use that for so many different things. Here's a lovely sample of the handmade paper with the stamp of the gentleman on there several times, like that, using the paint in the background, using that metallic paint in the background, which is brilliant. Yes, is that Salvador Dali? I wasn't quite sure, but it is, with his tash. A little bit of a twizzle there. Right, what else have we got here? This looks lovely. I've got two samples to show you here. This is by Emma Blake. Emma, look at that, with all the funky designs in the background as well. That is also available on Pick and Mix as a stamp. Look at that. Remember that black card we were talking about? Using the stamp and using some embossing powder and using the paints. Look at the effect you get on there. So much you can do. Now, the paints are included in the deal. They are metallic and you can use them on fabric. Do love this sample. I wonder if that's my size. 41. Maybe, maybe not. It's great though, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. So you can use your paints on fabric. You can use them on wood, you can use them on metal if you want to. So many different ways that you can use your paints, which is brilliant. And just to show you, Sleeping Beauty and Emerald City, they are available and they look brilliant, the colours that you're getting included in that one-day special. 317043 is your item number, and that's all what you get right there. Your craft paper, your rice paper, your super smooth paper, your paint mats and your metallic paints as well. What a super kit to get for your mixed media. Right, we've got your translucent paints here for you. You've got 6 in total, some great colours. You've got Welsh Slate, Tiger Lily, Red Hot Chili, Lime Marmalade, I almost want to say Red Hot Chili Peppers, Red Hot Chili, Lime Marmalade, Bluebell and Purple Rain. Oh, do you know something? I could so do, that's such bad English. I could really do with some lime marmalade now on toast. With a cup of tea, because it's still National Tea Day. As you craft with your translucent paints. Got it back to the products. They look great on craft card. They look fantastic on your white card. And they look very effective on your black card. Those are your paints, £18.99. 093930 is your item number. And there they are. All of those winging their way to you at home. £18.99. Right, we've got to pick a mix on stamps for you, all made here in the UK. As Kay said, her and Alfie are working very hard with the two girls to get everything packed up and sent out to you. So, I love these stamps. There's a whole variety for you to choose from. Pick a mix, any three, £30.97, saving £5. So we've got elements like Salvador Dali just there. You've got the old fossil. You've got discombobulated gentleman. You've got your ledger, your calculus ledger. You've got your periodic table as well. There's a song for remembering the periodic table, isn't there? Yes. Hydrogen and helium, and lots of other things in them. It's something like that anyway. And then you can remember your periodic table. And then you've got all your lovely fancy patterns and texture styles, your cracklings in there. You've got your leisure board. Love these. Right, I'm going to choose 3. I'm going to choose 3 different to what I chose before. I'm going to go for the fish and the snail, like the fossil. I'd go for that. I'd go for the crackle, the fish, the crackle, yes. And I'd go for that one as well. So I'd go for those 2 and the fish. If I was putting those together, so that would be my 3. What would your 3 be? But lovely crisp images that stamp out perfectly every time because it's red rubber. And with red rubber, you can use lots of different techniques with that. Look, that is just outstanding, isn't it? It looks like a newspaper print. Absolutely amazing. And then, of course, with your stamp with the lizard as well, that's really nice. Cut out. Is that acetate? That's beautiful. That's by Emma Blake as well. Emma, that is marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. Oh, look at this sample with the snail. Isn't that fabulous? So you'll pick and mix for your stamps. Look at that one, amazing. You'll pick and mix on your stamps. You choose any 3 A6 stamps, £30.97. Which 3 are you going to choose? Some of them, you get more than 3. You get more than 1 stamp on the set, so it is a marvellous deal. Head to the website and have a look at all the details. Don't forget to check out your baskets for your one day special. Stay with us here on Hochanda. We've got more coming up overnight. I'll see you in 3 days' time.